Hi comic book fans, and welcome to another suddenlycomics.com video. Today it is part 4 in my Sandman series, and today we will be looking at the Sandman issue 4, A Hope in Hell. Okay, so just to recap, I will put links to my previous 3 videos covering Sandman's 1, 2 and 3, but just a quick recap. So Sandman was captured and all his items of power were taken from him. He escaped and he has recovered one of his items of power, his bag of sand, with the help of John Constantine. Now he is off to retrieve his mask, and he has discovered that it is with a demon, and it is in hell. So in this episode, our hero, Lord Morpheus, also known as the Sandman, King of the Dreaming, is going to descend into hell to try and recover his mask. And as he says here, I do not have high hopes for the meeting. Right, so we are getting the Sandman on Netflix, and I would imagine they're going to do this episode, which I would imagine is going to involve quite a lot of special effects for Sandman's trip down to hell. Now, in the comic, he is met at the gates of hell by a DC character called Etrigan, Etrigan the Demon, Etrigan takes him through the gates of hell and leads him towards the Lords of Hell. As he takes him on a route, and he goes through a place where souls are captured, and one of the souls is called Nada. Now Nada was a lover of Sandman, and later in the series we will see her whole story. Indeed, her story intertwines with the Sandman's significantly during this series, but this is the first time that we see her. Right, so the previous head of hell was, of course, Lucifer Morningstar. Lucifer is being played in the Netflix series by Gwendolyn Christie, who you will recognise from Game of Thrones. Now, in the Sandman comic, Lucifer is generally portrayed as male, but he is fairly androgynous. And we do find out that angels are asexual unless they make a lot of effort. So I think this is a great piece of casting. I think Gwendolyn Christie is going to be a great Lucifer Morningstar. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Gwendolyn Christie as, and this will be the first time that we see her. Sandman issue 4 is the first appearance of Lucifer Morningstar, and consequently it is a key comic and it has got quite a lot of value. Right, however, hell, since Sandman has been captured, hell has become a triumvirate, and the other 2 Lords of Hell are now Beelzebub, who is a sort of large fly-like creature, and Azrael, who is that sort of red blob with lots of eyes. So Sandman tells them, he says he wants his crown back, and he says the demon's got it, and they say, well, which demon is it? Because there's a million of them in hell, which is a fair question. So they summon all the demons of hell to the plains of hell, and they say, so there now, Dream King, tell us which demon has your helmet. Okay, so Sandman, these are his items of power, and he is able to locate which demon has his helmet, and it is a demon called Corazon. That is the chap there with the pink guy with two mouths. And Corazon says he got it fairly and squarely from a mortal. Yes, he did. He swapped a sort of protection orb for the mask. And Morpheus says he wants it back, and Corazon says, well, you can have it back, but you're going to have to challenge. So Corazon says, yes, you can have it back, but you're going to have to challenge me for it. So Sandman challenges Corazon to a battle, and battle commences, and it takes place in the Hellfire Club. So we can see Corazon there introducing the battle to the members of the Hellfire Club. And it's a typical sort of what I would describe as magician's battle. So they each summon up a creature, and then the other one summons up another creature that can destroy the creature beforehand. This soon escalates, and Corazon decides that he's Anthrax, and then he's a nova all exploding. And finally, Corazon is, I am anti-life, the beast of judgment. I am the dark at the end of everything, the end of universes, gods, worlds, of everything. And then he goes, and what will you be then, Dream Lord? And Morpheus says, I am hope. Corazon is defeated. He doesn't know what to do. The Lords of Hell are not happy with Corazon, and they send two angels of hell called Agony and Ecstasy to take Corazon away. And so our protagonist, Morpheus, gets back his second item of power, his helm. So here, Dream Master, this is your helmet. You have won it fairly. Take it. And then the Lords of Hell say, well, you've got your helmet, but that doesn't mean we're going to let you out of hell. And Morpheus says, tell me, Lucifer Morningstar, ask yourselves, all of you, what power would hell have if those here were no longer able to dream of heaven? And the demons part, and Sandman exits hell, and Lucifer says, one day, my brothers, one day I shall destroy him. Okay, so end of episode 4 and into the epilogue, and we are at Arkham Asylum. And the guard is saying, hey, D Destiny, this is Dr. Destiny, whatever your name is. I've got some bad news for you. Your mum's died, but she's left you this. And he passes this sort of thing under the door, and it is actually the amulet of protection that Corazon traded for Morpheus's mask. So this is going to lead us into issue 5, where we are going to meet Dr. Destiny, and indeed one of the most horrific comics ever written. Okay, so we've got that to look forward to next time. Enough said.